Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
And Chase.
And I'm Dylan.
and you're watching Posers Must
Posers
Posers
must
must
die.
die.
Die! Our latest adventures in the exciting and kick-ass world of heavy metal. How's it going, guys?
We're good.
Yeah, there we like that enthusiasm. That's fun. Uh, so, dudes, wow, we took a week off. I fucking needed it. Just recharge. You go out of town a couple weekends in a row. Like, whew, I'm beat, man. But we're back. We're ready to talk about some cool shit. First of all, I will tell you about the festival I attended last Saturday. It was Saturday, May 10th, in Seattle. It was Northwest Terror Fest, and I went up with Eric Eisenhower and Wes and Fuzzy from the band RIP. Great dudes, and we had an awesome time. And yeah, we didn't see all these bands, but we saw some of the bands. We really went up for Hyrax and Demolition Hammer. That was like we can't not see Demo Hammer, okay? So we went up, but when we got there, it was a great trip. It was really a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Um, but we got there, and the band Ripped to Shreds were playing, and they were cool. They were sort of like they were kind of thrashy, if I recall. Uh, and saw Witch Vomit, who were kind of like uh, they're death metal. I wasn't sure if I had seen them before. Eris Hunter Wales, drummer from Bewitcher, was there. Ran into him, was talking to him. He called them caveman death metal. And Eris, who's a great guy, we go way back. I'm so glad he told me there was a second stage downstairs because I didn't realize that. He says, "Don't miss Persecutor." Remember that black and roll band we've kind of been talking about? Like, well, this is some weird shit. Interesting idea. I saw them and they were so fun. They were the only band I watched on the downstairs stage, but they were really cool. Um, like that band. It was a fun, just weird shit, and sometimes I like to weird shit. Matt, interestingly enough, Matt from Bewitcher filled in on guitar for somebody in that band for that set. But it was really cool. They were cool. And thank you, Eris, for letting me know there was even a downstairs to watch bands. So, yeah. Saw a couple other bands, Brain Oil and Coke Bus, but I was kind of like, milling about chatting with people. One was sort of a crossover hardcore band, and one was like Doom. They were older guys, but I couldn't tell you which one was which. But Hyrax and Demolition Hammer were the only bands I filmed reels of from the show. I decided to do that because I was still uploading videos from like the week prior from Res Fest. So I was like, ugh, just get the bands I really came to see. But Hyrax killed as usual. It's my third time seeing them. They were great. And Demolition Hammer were incredible. They gave such an intense performance. I mean, it was fucking awesome. And it was their first time ever in Seattle, probably in the Northwest. But yeah, what a great time. Really cool. I think over the course of these two trips, I probably lost an entire night's sleep. Like I have this sleep debt that's not quite right. Because you get home at some evil hour where you are deep in REM sleep, or it's like you get home like a couple hours before you'd normally get up. Woof. So my body is like, woo, but we're okay. I've been kind of loopy, but yeah, I had an awesome time. Terror Fest was really great. I had to urge the organizers, come on, get more classic bands. Come on, I just, yeah, it's like we went, we showed up, and I'm glad Hyrax and Demo Hammer played on the same evening, but I would have gone up for 3 days if it was like, some more old school shit. But what can you do? But yeah, really had a great time. Cool stuff. So
I saw one of your reels of Demolition Hammer playing, and I think they were playing Skull Fracturing Nightmare. And they
right.
sounded pretty much exactly like the album. Like I'm sad I wasn't at that show because they sounded great.
They did sound great. They sounded heavy. They sounded tight. It was not like, like, oh, I mean, there are bands who like the albums and the live performance are like, okay, there's a gap here, okay?
Yeah.
There was not much of a gap. I mean, like the intensity was there, the heaviness was there, the playing, the virtuosity was there. They were fantastic. Really, really had a wonderful time seeing Demolition Hammer and Hyrax. Um, uh, just great, just great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, fuck yeah. I mean, checked in a very important band to me off the bucket list. So that was cool. A band I never I could only dream of seeing, and I love that. And yay, what a cool time. But I feel like I've yacked enough about this. That was a great time. I realized I hadn't been to Seattle in like well over a decade. Like, I think the last time I was there, Chase and I went up with Spellcaster, the original lineup of Spellcasters. So we're talking ancient history, man. But yeah, great time. But hey, why don't we get into our new album review? Because boy, do we have a fun one. It is from 20. It just came out like 2 weeks ago. Interceptor's sophomore release, Metal Death. And good news, if you can't get enough Venom worship, here's another big hunkin' slab of it. These guys are just a blast. Really fun. I don't care that they're not original. I don't care that they're ripping off Venom because they're so much fun, and fun is what I'm here for. You guys.
Yeah. I didn't know that I loved Southern Fried Venom, but I do love Southern Fried Venom. Who knew? Alabama Thunder Venom, I called him at one point.
Yeah.
Nashville Venom, I guess. No, I'm kidding. No, totally kidding. Gosh, where was I? I wasn't going anywhere with that. That was whatever. No, great. It's super fun. It's more Venom worship. It's more a little bit of Motorhead sprinkled in there. That song, Whiskey Night. Whiskey Night is like the spiritual Motorhead song.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of Stone Creep a little bit. Even I hear them in there. I don't think they're influenced. It just reminds me of Stone Creep.
I don't know why. I don't know where you're getting that, but that's okay. I don't hear that. But it's fine. But I will say this does feel like Interceptor coming a little more into their own. Yeah, the Motorhead. Yeah. There is a little more Motorhead alongside the Venom, and also the subject matter is they're getting a little more into, like, okay, we're getting to know them, like where they're from, and like, Whiskey Night, and there's like they talk about the South, and yeah, I think that's a breath of fresh air for these guys for sure. There's a song, The Sword of Fire, is like kind of getting into Doom territory.
Yeah.
That
was very...
Yeah.
That was like a groovy... It almost sounded a little psychedelic to me.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm talking about.
Old school Doom.
Yeah.
The song Cemetery Winds, it feels like the closest Venom would ever get to like a ballad almost. It's not a ballad.
Right.
Like the closest approximation to that, but like it's not, and it kicks ass.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think I think the comparison to Venom is obviously Sonic. Sonically it's right there. But like I really think it's like going from Welcome to Hell, a strong debut, to an even stronger sophomore release, Black Metal. And the title cut here I think is destined to be a minor classic. And I really enjoyed a lot of this material. This is really a fun record, dude. And having banjo intro and outro, I like that. Confederate Cannibal. I swear there is this 80s horror movie about Confederate ghosts.
Right?
Supernaturals.
Okay.
I never saw it, but I wonder if this is about that. I don't even know. Or if it's just a coincidence. But I you're talking about where you're from. And I'm like, okay, give me that. That's cool. But yeah, overall, I just enjoyed this. I mean, I hope an Interceptor, is going to be around for a long time to come. I think, man, it would be amazing if like stuff like this took over and like just buried, like fucking shit like Slaughter to Prevail. I would welcome this kind of thing being like the trend. We almost had that. I think there was a moment when some like remember when Dragon Force came out and like all these kids were getting into Dragon Force? It's like, oh my god, is this really gonna be the thing? No, it was like a total outlier. But like for a moment, it was like, oh, are we gonna move away from this fucking like kind of the lame-o modern metal and like kind of get into like something that's like really the shit? So I don't know, but no, Poser's gonna pose, trend fuck's gonna trend fuck, but whatever. The real underground still has like cool shit like this coming out, and you know, again, not reinventing the wheel, but I don't care. I love it. This is so much fun. This is the kind of heavy metal that just inject it directly into my veins, please. Like, thank you. Any more
I don't
stuff?
I don't know if I would want this kind of metal to be super popular. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but would you want to see like, would you want Interceptor to be so popular that you're going in a fucking Target and they have Interceptor shirts like they do Metallica shirts? And,
Honestly,
like, kids that don't even know shit, like they're just wearing it because it looks cool.
well, you know what? You're always gonna get some of that. But my theorizing about this is really a case of the grass is always greener. You know, I mean, like, what would I do? I don't know that I would be one of those arm-folded jerks like, oh, Interceptors for posers, you know, because they're popular. You know, like it's like I'm not into Ghost, but I don't hate them or care about them at all. You know, like, and I don't like think that their existence is some like plague to the world of metal. Like, it's fine.
I'm right there with
like,
you on that one.
I don't care. You know,
well, I don't think that about Metallica, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Sure.
Having something like this be that popular, everybody getting their like shit-covered Cheeto fingers all over it. It's just
well, it's kind of like Metallica's a perfect example. Like, oh, we love them, but then we love the shit on them the more mainstream they get.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, you know, just because your favorite band is known by more than just you and your buddies now, you're gonna crap on them. I think that's just it's a bullshit stance. I'm not into that.
I don't do that.
I wasn't saying that you were doing that, but you know, I just think that's so. I've always thought that was crap, you know, and you know, like, look, if an underground metal band that I like becomes super popular, became a radio, like, does the radio even exist anymore? I don't even know. You know,
yeah, right.
You know, like, when was the last time you listened to last time I listened to a radio broadcast that wasn't a podcast? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I listen to my NPR in podcast form. I don't turn on the radio. You know, so I don't even know if, like,
I have a playlist on Spotify that I listen to when I do yard work with my dad that replicates the old 101 KUFO playlist.
Oh my god.
Because there's nothing on the radio that he likes to listen to, so I just throw that on, and occasionally we'll do a Craig the Dog-Faced Boy kind of fucking stupid voice occasionally.
Oh my god,
or whatever,
Craig the Dog-Faced Boy. Oh my gosh. You know, or if you remember even further back, Bill Prescott. Yeah.
Oh, Bill Prescott, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all of our viewers outside of Oregon are like, huh? You know?
Oh god.
Yeah, but anyway, do we have any more stuff about Interceptor? I feel like we've gotten down rabbit trail here, but
well, you guys took all the words out of my mouth. Great album, Venom Worship, love it, blah blah blah. I just want to add my highlights, and I love this cover. I'm not normally a huge fan of covers like this. I like an interesting piece of art as the cover, but sometimes I don't mind this, like, where it's just the dudes dressed up, standing in front of some brick wall or something, like a INRI.
Yeah,
you know, something like
that.
Just cheese it up, man. Who gives a shit? Have fun with it, you know. But some highlights for me were Black Ritual, definitely. Beheaded and Whiskey Night. Ooh.
Yeah, those are all really fire songs, yeah. As well as the song Fire, very good too.
Yeah, sort of.
But yeah, Axe Warrior I really like too. This is a good record. This is good shit. Yeah. Really fun.
All right.
Okay. Chase, you have anything else, or we're good on here?
Oh, no, so what I want to do.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, why don't we move on to Chase's classic album? And what did Chase pick for us this week?
Chase picked Destruction's Sentence of Death EP.
Yeah, from 1984, right?
November 10th, 1984, on good old Steamhammer Records.
Yay, Steamhammer! Steamhammer,
Yeah.
like, nothing lame comes from that label.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, sorry, it's just all killer.
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, Sentence of Death, the debut EP from Destruction. Love this. I mean,
immediate classic. Come on, there's no arguing this.
Yeah. And it's so wild, like how the riffs and the licks. There's such awesome players out the gate, and
yeah,
this is just why Europe is just better than America, because no, and I'm going to qualify that statement, okay? Because in Europe you get the classical education. Everybody has music stuff. Everybody learns, like. Part of your curriculum is like learning music theory and learning musical instruments, on some level. And like we move so far away from that in the States. It's like, look, a thrash metal band, say a band playing this style in the States, is going to be several years older and half as good when their first album comes out. Because
I hear what you're saying.
Because they just get you when you're young, learning about playing music, among other great, things in your educational curriculum. And, anyway, Destruction rules. Total Disaster and, excuse me, is that what the one I was thinking of? Yeah, Total Disaster and Mad Butcher, of course, are still played live by Destruction to this day. I love Black Mass too. That song is really killer. What are like the highlights for you guys?
All.
Yeah.
All. I just started. Once again.
5 through 6. Yeah. But no, fun fact. Mad Butcher was the first Destruction song I ever heard.
I think it's the first Destruction song a lot of people heard. But yeah, I heard.
Mine was Curse the Gods.
Mine was too because the first I think mine was too because I believe that opens the Live Without Sense album, and I found that tape at the Goodwill, or a thrift store. I don't know if Goodwill's national, so I'll say in a thrift store back in the 90s, and so that was a key release for me. But anyway, Destruction rules. I do feel like. Go ahead, Chase.
I was gonna say Satan's Vengeance. There's that really ripping solo that's kind of bluesy.
Yeah.
Towards the end, is really probably the highlight of the entire EP.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say
Satan's
Vengeance and Devil's Soldiers are kind of like, these are fine songs, but they're not super memorable, at least for me.
No, you're good.
But I love this. This is it. This EP's in a gimme. It's a gimme. It rips. It's Destruction, man. And so yeah. I interrupted one of you. Go ahead, Dylan.
Well, fucking Total Disaster. That shit just melts my face every time I hear it. And I love this version of Mad Butcher more than like the Mad Butcher album version. I don't know.
Yeah. They re-recorded for the Mad Butcher EP.
Yeah, but this version, I like how this sounds way better. It's a lot more cool. Fresh and raw. Like they got a fire under their ass when they're
and there's an immediacy because it's like because it's their earliest shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get that.
With the Butcher Strikes Back, a couple decades later.
Oh my God! Yeah, the Butcher Strikes Back. That was good too. Yeah. That is fun. Thank you for reminding me of that song sequel because I love sequel songs and I forgot about that one. So thank you. But yeah, Destruction. They're fucking great. Like we love Germany's pride. Fucking Destruction, man. It's so good.
And here's this album cover is another example of like I love when all the boys are dressed up, and all their shit. And I just love imagining, here I am in my head again, I love imagining, like, this just came out, and some kid gets this on vinyl, and he has, like, open-minded parents, but his dad looks at the front of this vinyl and sees these guys, he's like, what the fuck are these kids doing? Like he's
Maybe. But yeah, but I mean, like, here's the thing: the denim, the leather, the bullet belts and spikes. I'm like, this is the look that I want to see like all the time. This fucking rules. That's just metal as hell. And like, yeah, you look at this, like, there's no mistaking what kind of record it's gonna be.
Oh, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
in 1984, you needed that, like, because people just bought albums based on the cover. Because like, they're not gonna let you listen in the store. You're not gonna hear this on the radio. Like, oh, I heard the Matt Butcher on the radio, and now we're gonna go in. You know, unless it's a college radio station, fucking forget it. You know, like,
how is it today? Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah. This rules, dude.
In a beautiful alternate universe that I would like to live in, yes, people heard Mad Butcher on the radio.
I mean, they might have heard him on Ron Quintana's show on KUSF, you know, but like a Rampage Radio. But yeah, like, you're only gonna hear this on like underground, you know, like I have a metal hour at 10 p.m. or whatever once a week. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. You know. But yeah, great shit. Love Destruction. I'm good on this. What do you guys have anything else?
No.
Okay. So good. One of the kings of thrash metal, man. Just Destruction's one of the best ever. And I do love also the early German thrash metal is like the line is blurred between thrash and speed metal. One, because thrash is so new, and two, because you know, like, these guys are like, you know they're raised on like, you know, their bread and butter is like Motorhead, Priest, and Accept, you know.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of trying to, and they're just trying to kick it up a notch. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. But anyway, yeah, this rules. To my archives, Elaine, what do we have on my notes? Oh, yeah, I guess we'll just get into our song of the week. And Dylan's up first. What did you choose?
This week I have chosen Artifacted Irreligion off of Subconscious Terror by Benediction.
Yeah, their debut album from 1990.
Yeah, did we do this as a classic?
No.
No. Pick? I could have swore we did this as a classic. Whatever.
I feel like we talked about Benediction in some way before, but not. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about him, but it wasn't a classic pick. No.
Yeah, I don't know. This song just came on. I hadn't heard it in a while. It came on in my car, and that fucking drum beat right at the beginning that sounds like garbage cans.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of chug along for a minute, and then they have what I love to call, like, it turns into like a caveman fucking song. Just a repetitive riff with a great fucking drum beat. I love songs like this that are just, you can see the circle pit in your head when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking washing machine. The way the song sounds, it just doesn't stop. I don't know. I just love a song like this.
Right on, dude. Yeah. Benediction are one of the really most underrated classic death metal bands. I mean, just like,
yes.
I love the shit out of their second album, The Grand Leveler. It's one of my favorite death metal records of all time.
Yeah.
But this one's great. This is the one with Barney Greenway from Napalm Death. And Barney sounds great on this record. And this song is very cool.
This record, yeah.
Yeah, very cool shit. Yeah, this is a good pick, man. This is like the death metal from the early 90s. That's my death metal. And so fucking thank you for picking this, dude.
Yeah, man. Birmingham must have a little bit of Florida in it, or vice versa, or something. Because all the good like death metal bands from England are from Birmingham. It seems like.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Is that where Carcass are from? Is that where both are from?
I believe so. Yes.
Both
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, don't quote me on that. I know that a couple are.
That's an interesting thing. I don't know what to do with that information. I never thought of that. But yeah. Chase, do you have any other thoughts on this song, though?
No, you guys pretty much said what I was going to say, and then my little thing about England. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well. Okay. Then are we ready to go to Chase's classic song, or Chase's, song of the week?
There we go. Yeah, I chose Resurrection off of Chimera's 2007 Resurrection. The reason for this is because I This is the first album that my fiance and I bought together, and we listened to it during the throughout the course of her pregnancy with our first daughter, whose birthday is tomorrow or today, the day the video goes up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
and also, Chimera is her name.
Correct.
Yeah.
But not spelled the same, and not because of this band. It did definitely coincide, but my nickname used to be Typhon. Her nickname used to be Echidna. We thought that was amazing, and then our first daughter, their kid, Chimera. Who,
Okay,
she's a perfect blend of the two of us. So it's yeah.
Anyway, I absolutely adore her. So yeah, you're good. But the song itself, let's talk about it.
Yeah, song itself. Okay. This is probably their like the single off of the album, and it's a good one. I actually like almost the entire album, but this one is definitely the strong contender for best, whatever you want to say. But I know it's not. It's probably the furthest away from metal. Still metal, but like furthest away from metal that we've ever like had on the show. In terms like the band, the song, all that. But God damn it, I like it.
Okay, you know what?
It's an amazing never give up song. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that was the theme of the song. But I will say, metal of this style, and this is a groove metal leading into metalcore. I feel like they were kind of new metal-y or early.
In the early days, they were, yeah.
Yeah. So, but they kind of they occupy a space that is kind of like, this is fine, but I can't get I neither love nor hate it. It's kind of, and that's kind of, and I think that's where I've come to be with like kind of the groove metal.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, and also because there's metalcore stuff going on here too. I'm not into metalcore, but I don't hate metalcore. I'm just not like amped up by it, it just doesn't do it for me. But this is fine.
Yeah.
It'll do, pig. What a weird reference to make, I know. But but yeah, it's okay. And I think you chose it for a very sweet reason, so I'm not gonna get the fangs out. And I don't really have any venom venom for this. So whatever. Dylan, do you have any thoughts here, man, about this song?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I mean, normally this is the kind of sound I like. I like this kind of like 2000s sort of metal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I was just fine with this. This didn't get me going like some other stuff does. But I liked it. It was okay. The music video was giving me a laugh. Like it's this big and it's so grainy. It was filmed with a fucking toaster.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I can just imagine kids like sharing that on their like fucking flip phones like back because that's probably the resolution it was made for. But yeah.
Note it. You should note flip phones don't have internet, so you can't share videos.
Well, I had like a shitty flip phone, and I used to be able to like text my friends videos. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
maybe it was an early version
like
of a
2008.
Smartphone? Okay, all right. Okay. I didn't think you could do that with a flip phone, but I mean, I know there were flip smartphones. Is that what did it have the internet on it?
No, it was a shitty fucking.
Okay.
Had Tetris on it.
Okay. Wow, Tetris. I love Tetris actually. But anyway, okay, so this song, it's fine. Here's the thing, you could load up a big thrash metal playlist, especially a modern okay, and just slip this album in, put it on shuffle, and nobody would notice.
That's probably true, yeah.
And I do mean a big playlist. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Good reason for picking it though, man.
Yeah.
I like the sentimental, and happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah, happy birthday, Chimera. I love you. I do. But anyway, and then my song.
Oh.
I just chose The Sentinel by Judas Priest from their 1984 mega classic Defenders of the Faith. And I just picked it because Priest rules and the song rules.
Enough said, right?
I mean, I would like you guys' actual thoughts about this song, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have a lot.
So,
Oh, good.
So actually, I'll start by saying I have a tiny, not exactly a bit of beef with this song, but I lost it. I lost about an hour to this song because I listened to it, and then I listened to Love Bites, and then I listened to Eat Me Alive, and then I just listened to the rest of Defenders of the Faith, and then I had to loop it back around to listen to the two that I didn't listen to before the Sentinel.
Yeah,
dude, I couldn't help it.
I mean, it's Priest rules, and like this, like, and the whole album is killer. I mean, like, yeah.
Hey man, you got any Priest?
Yes, we do, Timmy. Right next to the crack pipe over there. But yeah, dude, Priest rules. Dylan, you have many thoughts. Let's hear those many thoughts.
This is my favorite Priest song.
What? Ooh. Okay, cool. Wow, I picked a good one.
Yeah, man. Look, yeah.
This is my favorite fucking Priest song.
Wow.
Close second would probably be Electric Eye.
Yeah.
Because that was my first Priest song.
Sure.
But goddamn, this song is so fucking bitchin' and heavy metal, and it's just about some heavy metal shit.
Yeah.
And if aliens came to Earth and said, "What is heavy metal?" I would play this fucking song for them.
Damn!
Oh my god!
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, seriously, and people people say that on the YouTube comments. I agree. Like that. Yes, fucking play this for aliens when they want to know what heavy metal is. I don't think anything else could even. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, it is perfect. Priest fucking rules. And funnily enough, I a couple weeks ago when I met up with Spellcaster guys, not Spellcaster. Oh my god. The guys with the Atomic Terror guys.
There you go.
Can you believe that just happened? There's always a band.
Yeah.
There's always a band that I'm running with when I'm active in the metal scene. Okay, and this is the one. But anyway, when I was hanging with them before we left for ResFest, I think, or maybe I came over. Oh no, I came. They wanted me to come over and fill up and hang and talk to them about a promo thing for the live record.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. I went after work and I visited with them, and Tyler totally busted out the Sentinel, and of course he knows it because he's just a monster guitar player. And I, sang along with it. It was a lot of fun. We were jamming on the Sentinel with Atomic Terror. That was fun.
That's cool, man.
But
I wish I could have heard that.
That was fun. Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll maybe you'll get a chance. I mean, who knows? But yeah, Priest rules. This song rules. That must be why I was like, oh, how about this song? But yeah, it was. I love Judas Priest. Man, they're everything. They are just it. When you want to know heavy metal, just listen to Judas Priest. Oh yes, there we go. But yeah, are you guys ready to talk about some upcoming shows?
Yeah.
That are unfortunately not Priest shows. Fuck. But yeah, let's see. Coming up. Is that this? No, not this show. I remember I deleted this from the timeline because it's the night that we're recording, and that is useless.
Oh, oops.
Useless. Oops. I hope you're looking at the. Are you looking at the revised outline, Dylan?
We'll go to the next one.
If you fuck this up, I'll kill you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this coming Saturday, we are going to be in attendance at the New Blackwater for Alienator's full-length album debut or album release show. Fuck, I can't even talk. Words are hard. And this is a stacked show with Betrayer, Teardown, and Wasted Strike in support. We are going to be hardcoring our fucking asses off. And Chase, you're going to love the New Blackwater. It's great. But yeah, Alienator rules. This show is going to be so killer. And also, it should be noted that Blackwater shows are all ages until like 10:30 or something. So like, kids, you can show up and see some hardcore. Don't quote me about that time. You should look at their website. But yeah, but yeah, there's that. The same night at the Twilight, Portland Thrashers Battle Cattle, LA Thrashers Blood Rot, Hood River Hardcore Punk band Nerve Damage, and Portland Death Metalers, who are super fun, back from death, are going to be playing, kicking ass. This is going to be an awesome show that if you don't want to go to the Alienator show, you should definitely go to this. Yeah, support Battle Cattle. I was hanging out with Ellis, their frontman, up at at Northwest Terror Fest a couple of Saturdays ago. That was really fun. He's a great dude. And yeah, had an awesome time. If you watch the reels that I posted from that show, you will see him stage diving a bunch. But yeah, that guy is thrash metal to the core. Great dude. But yeah, go to this. Support this band. Battle Cattle is a really fun band, and this should be a killer time for everybody who's there. But yeah, 2 days later, at the Swan Dive, a place I've never been, Long Knife, with support from Evil Tree, Fat Savage, and Social Ills. I'm assuming this is all hardcore and punk. $12 American or $15 if you wait till the day of. But Long Knife kicks ass. Go see them. They are such a cool band. Yes, let's see. June 1st at Polaris Hall, Danova, with support from Smoky Mirror and our pals, heavy metal heroes, Blade, are going to be there. That's going to be a fun time. You can attend a heavy metal program at this show at this time. Do it. Fast forward a week later, at the High Watermark, Silver Talon are headlining with support from La Cabra and Slow Goat. Man, Silver Talon rules. I want to go to this, but I am having a dilemma because the very next night at Dante's. No, see, you fucked up. You're not looking at the revised outline. Pull up the Gravewitch flyer. Pull up the Gravewitch flyer.
I don't have that. I don't have
it's
that.
In the Discord.
That's what we should be.
It is absolutely in the Discord.
I can't pull it up right now. It
Damn
won't
you. Okay, fine. Well, Gravewitch are playing with LA's thrash metal band Hazard, Nerve Damage, and Trials at Dante's, also June 7th. So, yeah, but the flyer's not showing. You'll see it next week. Anyway, June 8th at the High Watermark. It's a triple thrash threat with Deathblow, Stress Test, and Portland's own Atomic Terror. It's gonna be a killer time. Be there or be square. That's gonna rule. June 13th, Friday the 13th, at the 6 Below Midnight, this tiny room of kick-assery, you will see Hog, Glowing Brain, and Blade. This is gonna be a great time. Super fun. Hog are so rockin'. And Blade are a great heavy metal band. It's funny, I saw the two of them at the Sandy Hut, car show, outdoor whatever thing over the summer. That was a fun bill, a fun combo. Glad to see that they will be doing a repeat of that. And then, of course, June 28th, the night of total terror, Metal Mania, Wrestling, plus, classic thrash metalers, Morbid Saint, with lots of great support from Acerbity, Battle Cattle, and Hallucinator. It is going to be a thrash metal wrestling extravaganza. Going to be so good. Come to this. July 9th at the Twilight. It's a Wednesday, but you can go. Coven, Washington thrash metal gods, legends, whatever term you want to apply. They're going to be there with LA's Unprovoked, also a thrash metal band. And disgusting, embarrassing fucking truculents are going to be supporting them. God, the subject matter of their music is so revolting. I cannot, and I'm sorry. I'm going to talk shit. I said I would never talk.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Talk shit. That's good. Sorry.
I said I was never going to talk shit about, try to play nice about local bands, but no, I can't support this band. They're vile. So, whatever. But Coven rules. Go see them. But yeah. Let's see. And then July 19th, it's the Action Movie Metal Night returns. Headless Pez,
Yeah.
Hyperstrike, Atomic Terror, and Full Metal Jackson will be playing along to a selection of Jean-Claude Van Damme films. This is Jason Stairs' baby. He's been putting on these shows for a bunch of years now, and they're always killer, man. And so that's going to be a cool night.
For anyone wondering, because I attended the last Action Metal movie night and I was confused about how that would go. What they do is while the bands are playing for like background visualizer, they just play the best bits of each movie.
Yeah.
That they list.
Yeah, the last one was John Carpenter. That ruled.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I didn't understand. I was confused the first one I went to. I thought they were just going to be like playing the fucking movies. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. And then, that was the last one that I had on the calendar. So we'll just have Chase do the sign off, baby. Thanks everybody for listening, watching, whatever you do.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And remember, the crime is life. The sentence is death. Darkness is sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you.